Y'all gotta give me somebody good, man. Like, y'all give me some back.
Yes, sir.
I already know how to smash that last one, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even had to say nothing, man. Come on, give me somebody good. God damn.
Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and today we're going to be talking about future plans that Apex Legends has, at least with skill-based matchmaking. Now, as most of you know, we are getting quads upcoming, but that does seem that duos will not be coming back because of that, and that leads us to the question of, well, is skill-based matchmaking actually limiting the playlist that we can play? And when we look at other games, well, why are they able to do it? So we're going to go over that information today. We're also going to go ahead and give out 45 bucks. All you guys got to do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. But without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about skill-based matchmaking in Apex Legends. Okay, so we're going to actually start off this video with some either really good news or bad news depending on how you're going to look at the situation. But the big thing to know is that solos will be ending in about a week. With that being said, what will be replacing it will be the brand new quads modes, thanks to what Euro let us know. It will be released on June 25th with a brand new collection event, and it's going to be up to 15 teams of 4. So it'll still be its normal 60. What is interesting about this though is from everything we have heard, this will actually be taking over the duos playlist once again, or slash solos. This was actually leaked UI from a while ago, and it shows quads and then trios. Once again, solos is left out, and this falls in the same line because actually Respawn said duos queue was removed for a couple of reasons, but one was queue times can be a factor, and it allowed for monitoring and data collection on this new variant and solos as a whole, which is what they're going to go ahead and do for quad. However, while I do believe that there is some truth for the data collection, what is most likely the case is the fact that Apex Legends has such aggressive skill-based matchmaking that it does cause longer queue times if they have too many people playing too many different modes. And that's going to be kind of the topic of today, because I think if you're going to go ahead and introduce quads, solos, mixtape, all these other things as a casual playlist, then you might as well just go ahead and remove skill-based matchmaking, at least those kind of lobbies. In fact, when you look at a newer game that is really popular right now, X-Defiant, they had a post where they said a commitment to transparency, where the most important thing to know is there is no skill-based matchmaking in their casual playlist. We believe that no skill-based matchmaking is paramount to a fun and varied game experience in the long term. Frankly, skill-based matchmaking means every casual game is repetitive, constantly repeating matches that are just as stressful and matched as ranked. Wow, it's really nice to hear a dev studio actually say that. I feel like there is so much bullcrap fed to us by Respawn, EA, Call of Duty, whatever it may be, saying, no, we need skill-based matchmaking. It makes it competitive and you play longer if you have a tougher match. And while it may be true for their small test that they did, because Respawn has actually said since the very beginning that skill-based matchmaking has been in Apex. That was from Chad Grenier, who was the former game director, and then they went on to actually say that it helps the game, where they've done tests where we change the skill-based matchmaking rules or turn it off in certain areas, certain data centers for a period of time, and we collect data, and there's concrete evidence that having skill-based matchmaking in our game makes players play longer, play more, increases retention, increases play hours. When we turn off skill-based matchmaking, we see new players come into the game and they turn away much sooner because they're getting matched with high-tier players and they're getting stomped. And you know what? That is actually somewhat valid when the game first launched. I can see when the game is in its 5th or 6th season, and players are hopping in randomly, trying out the game for the first time, they're getting taken out by Apex Predators, but the game is on its 21st season. At this point, we're not getting a whole new influx of random players coming in. Everyone is a veteran at this point. And in Season 21, you can go on Reddit and you can see tons of players complaining about the skill-based matchmaking. Everyone is saying it is incredibly sweaty, incredibly hard. It would honestly be in the best interest that while they think that it increases player retention, at this point, it might be more about actually making sure that the players that have been playing for a long time still want to hop in and play. You don't need to try to increase our player retention or hours on the game anymore. We understand the concept. Let us play a casual game mode, and if we want to sweat our asses off, we will jump into ranked and do so. I don't know why that is so complicated for EA and Respawn to understand. You can look at posts from numerous different content creators, such as Furia His Watson, who says that Apex Legends and Trio does not use skill-based matchmaking. It uses engaged optimized matchmaking, which this has been debunked, but then also backed up by other people. EA has a patent for it. It's presumably used in all their games. It does not care about putting you against your own skill level. It wants to dictate when you succeed and when you fail in a way that will keep your brain engaged for as long as possible. It's all very complicated and we never really get any true answers. We know that skill-based matchmaking was reworked a while ago. Sammy Duck is the guy that's in charge of this. He said for the moment it is based on the highest player in the group and it will most likely mutate to something else. mid-December, New Year. And then to be honest, we got that, but it doesn't seem to have changed anything else. And the player base is desperately falling off. The 24-hour peak is half of what it was at the all-time peak, which you know happens, but it's also been the lowest that we've seen since 2021, which is about 3 years ago. And if you're gonna go ahead and introduce a bunch of new game modes like quads, mixtape, and all that, you need to have a casual playlist where you take off skill-based matchmaking completely. I would actually love to see a LTM for like 2 weeks where we just go ahead and test it out. Respawn is blatantly clear that they are turning off skill-based matchmaking, so there's no confusion or content creators or players wondering, hey, is this actually turned on? And you do a mixtape playlist rotation buff. You gun run for 15 minutes, team deathmatch for 15, control for 15, 3 strikes for 35, because that mode is awesome. Then to go ahead and do deathmatch, throw back in the old arenas or the improved version that they are working on, which has been leaked. Along with that, do a returning LTM from the past, such as like Gold Rush duos, third person mode, and then turn off skill-based matchmaking and see how popular that playlist is. Because I guarantee you that playlist will be one of the most active and engaged in the community, way more than a skill-based matchmaking trios and quads, and a ranked mode that is infested with cheaters. But that's just my personal opinion. Let me know yours. Let me know down below, what are your guys' thoughts? Do you think that they should just fine-tune skill-based matchmaking so that we can have a bunch of different playlists, or do you think that this is probably the smarter way to do it? Also, don't forget to check out this channel right here by my editor Novell, who does amazing Apex Legends and other content. And until next time, everyone, keep slaying the Outlands. I'll see you out there.